to the location. We collapsed the location to the ward level. Then from the ward level, we collapsed again to the sub-county. And today we are having an inter-county championship of the 3 sub-counties. We are happy. We're actually on course with what the Ministry of Sports and our presidential directive that was given some few days ago. We are in line with what is happening, and we are privileged today to host our top leaders in this championship on this particular day.
Thank you. Yeah, my name is Fernandes, Barasa, the governor of Kkmg. And today I'm very excited to play host to this special tournament, the Elijah Lidonde Foundation Championship, where we are having the finals for the under 15 and under 17. And as a county, we are very committed to nurturing talent. I just want to join the Ministry of Sports in a bid to nurture the talent of our youth, because as you're all aware, Kkmg is a sporty county, and we have allocated resources to support our youth. So as we host this final today, I know in the course of the year we'll also be having some other finals for the Governor's Cup. So I want to call upon all the sporty people in Kkmg to join the Elijah Lidonde Foundation to support our youth. Thank you.
We have said that for Kenya to rise to the high table of football, we have to go back to the basics. And the basics is youth football. The basics is grassroots football. And that's why today, as the cabinet secretary responsible for sports, I am so excited to be here to witness what grassroots, what youth football truly means and what it looks like. And so I want to really thank the organizers of the Elijah Lidonde Foundation tournament, whose finals you're witnessing here today. And it's amazing that the organizers of this tournament are true football people. They're true football people. They are some of the finest players we have seen on the Kenyan football scene. I mean, you mentioned names like Tony Lidonde. You mentioned names like Fred Serenge. You mentioned names like Nick Yahama. Those are players that have graced our stadia, our football at the very highest level. And I'm so happy that all these celebrities of our football have come together and constituted a team they are calling the Legends. And indeed, they are living legends of our game. And I am so convinced, as the CS for sports, that for our football to grow and get to the high table of world football, we have to integrate these legends and the expertise and the experience in our program to develop football in this country. And so I want to thank them. I want to appreciate the thinking behind the Elijah Lidonde Foundation. And who doesn't know Elijah Lidonde? If you don't know Elijah Lidonde, then you know nothing about Kenyan football. Because Elijah Lidonde is synonymous with the spirit of Kenyan football. And so we are not just here to watch some beautiful football by our children, but also to celebrate the history of our football and the fact that this community, the Mlembe Nation, is a community that is synonymous with talents, and especially football. And so we are in a place which you can correctly call the hotbed of Kenyan football. This is where talents are born. Now the responsibility we have is to identify those talents, nurture them, and funnel them out to serve the interests of our Republic, Kenya. I want to thank the governor of this county, His Excellency Fernandes Barasa, because he's only a few months old in office, but we are already seeing his passion, his vision, his thinking, and his commitment to develop talents and to promote the welfare and the interests of our young people in Kkmg County. And so I want also to declare that as national government, we will work very closely with the government of Governor Fernandes Barasa here in Kkmg, hand in glove, to develop our youth to develop our sports, to develop talents in music, in film, in the whole sector we call the creative sector. Governor, may I announce here in your presence that we have secured the shooting of a big movie by the American company called Kkmg, which is a company of the famous Leonardo DiCaprio, those who watch the Titanic. Okay? Leonardo DiCaprio is coming to Kenya to shoot a famous movie, a big movie, because we want to make Kenya a film destination. And guess what? That film is going to be shot in the Kkmg Forest. The Kkmg Forest is part of the scenes we have selected. Kisumu is part of the scenes we have selected. Homa Bay is part of the scenes we have selected. We have selected places which we also want to see grow as tourism destinations. And so, it's not just about football, it's about promoting the creative sector generally. So Governor, wewe, na mimi, mundu humundu, developing our youth, developing sport, developing music, developing film, and promoting the welfare of our youth and our people. Let me also confirm here that Governor has a fantastic program to develop this ground where we are standing, Bukhungu Stadium. In terms of pitches, this pitch we are standing on, the pitch at Bukhungu, is arguably the best pitch in Kenya. It is well maintained, and what we have agreed with Governor is that he is going to complete, his government is going to complete the ongoing works of phase 2 of upgrading Bukhungu Stadium. And we can see the terraces that are already being developed. Governor has informed me that on completion of these terraces, Bukhungu Stadium will have a seating capacity of 30,000 spectators sitting here. And once phase 2 is completed, we will move in as national government to do phase 3. And phase 3 is going to upgrade facilities, abolitions. We want hospitality facilities here, hotel facilities, restaurant facilities. We want world standard changing rooms. And because Kenya is bidding to host the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations, I see games of AFCON 2027 being played right here in Bukhungu Stadium. And so we are going to work very closely with the county government of Kkmg to complete Bukhungu Stadium, to upgrade Bukhungu Stadium to international standards, and to make sure that when we have big events, Bukhungu gets an opportunity to host these events. And so let me conclude by reiterating that